Il boom, the boom. Alberto Sordi was one of the most spectacular, outstanding, glorious actors ever. Just seeing him walk about gesturing, never mind listening to ma che succede? His manner of speaking, delivering dialogues was is still mesmerizing, fabulous, fabulous actor. Electricity in the Air, I think I've read in one of those books I have in my hands these days. And then there's I'm reading The Moviegoer, Walker Percy, on the list of best 100 books compiled by the Modern Library. And he talks about a few actors and enhanced reality. That's why it's the enhanced reality as he walks by one of those actors. Anyway, after the war in Italy, there's a period of emergency crisis, but then once the economy starts to recover, it boom, the boom. And people are spending, enjoying themselves, eating out, and one of them is what's his name in the movie directed by Vittorio De Sica, another giant of world cinema, by the way. Giovanni Alberti, alas, is spending more than he earns. And I remember something read decades ago by Charles Dickens. You earn 20 pounds, which is a lot in the money of the 19th century of which he speaks. That's probably the equivalent of 60,000 maybe today. Anyway, you earn 20 pounds. You spend 1957 pence. Result happiness. However, you spend 20 pounds and 5 pennies. Result is disaster jail. So, it's not jail for Giovanni, but things are not looking good for him because he has to pay his monthly not rent, mortgage or something at the bank. He has a loan, so he has to pay weekly installments, monthly. And he doesn't have the money. He's going to the bank, pleading with the man in charge. No, we can't make an exception for you. Then we have to make for everyone, and it's not. He's pleading, then he's insulting, and he grab money from our work. And he hasn't told his wife Sylvia. Everybody knows about his doings, about the fact that he's asking for loans right and left on that tennis field as a partner. Look, can you lend me 3,000? You're joking. Yes, of course I'm joking. He has to avoid embarrassment. He has to joke. He has to be serious. Seriously, if I ask you 3,000. So he's not getting 3,000. Then he's trying with his boss at a party, where there's his wife, a beautiful, beautiful woman, and the men are keeping their eyes on her, and attracted immensely. Woman, he will say at one point, I know what they're around. I know what they're expecting. What do you think? They're friends. So he's talking to the boss, and he's part of the circle, but still he was. So he says, so we've been working together, and I was thinking I've never asked for anything. But while he's leading to the moment when he would talk money, and he talks money, but he talks to a sleeping man. His boss is the first one asleep in that chair. He's that interested in what Giovanni Alberti has to say. So he's cornered. He doesn't know what to do. And he will have to do something. He talks about selling the car to get something better. That's why he has a small, very nice Alfa Romeo. We used to have one. Very beautiful cars. Not the best, not to be compared with the BMW, unfortunately, in terms of running and so on, but still. So he's talking to Mrs. Bausetti, and who's part of this circle of friends, acquaintances that get together. And she's looking very keenly at him, and she's inviting him to their house in the afternoon. And he's thinking, we're thinking, the audience, that maybe the woman has something erotic in mind. Probably, very likely. Otherwise, why the house? Why in the afternoon? Why is she looking so fixed? It turns out she's not interested in him per se. He's interested in his eye, because her husband, a very rich fellow, that Giovanni Bertosoli is going to see daytime at his office. He's in construction, he has many things going, he has many people working for him, it's busy. He's asked for money, but in fact, Giovanni has a project, he mentioned that once. Look, there's this land there, and if we get it now, it's 50 times less, but then but it doesn't have water, it doesn't have gas, it has nothing. But look, we'll give this a couple of acres to this church there. Then they will talk to the community, to the town hall, and then they will put everything in, and then we'll price and we'll sell it worth 100 times more than you young people. You want to make money like that, and you have to work. That's what we did. And so he's refusing. But he's the husband, Mr. Balsetti, who's missing an eye. And the scheme the wife has in mind, that's why poor Giovanni is invited. It's not to have some intimate relations with her, or at least not in a sexual manner. The intimacy there is, imagine, would be to give up one eye. And what follows is both tragic, of course, because to contemplate such a thing, to give up an organ, and a precious, necessary one, is tragic, but it's also hilarious in the manner that we see things going, because Giovanni is not telling his wife, but then he's pressured. It's maximum pressure, in fact, because the father, when he goes back home, to think about it, his father-in-law is there, the wife has learned about the trouble. Look, here, you have to sell everything. I mean, how could you? And I trusted you, and what could I do? I mean, I tried, and we spend more than we earn and so on, which is a problem other people have. I'm terrified of that at times, because expenses are more than income, which is, I mean, the company where we have an interest. It's not doing well with the pandemic. Anyway, so it strikes a chord. I'm just saying. Looking at this, people will find their own troubles associated with Alberti. So the wife leaves home with a child they have. And what can Giovanni do? He will have to give up the iPad. He's scared so much, and when he's about to be operated on, he just runs away through the hospital. This is not the end. I'm not telling it all, but it is at times very amusing.